Welcome back to Fight Videos. Mike Tyson is undoubtedly the most talented, most fearful and most inspiring heavyweight great of all time, despite his great height disadvantage. If you want to fight, do you have courage to face Mike Tyson of your own weight class? Yes or yes? Mike Tyson's achievement is one of the most impressive in heavyweight boxing history. All task needed was a dedicated student who would take in his every word. Mike was the gifted boy with the spark of interest. At 13 years old, he would weigh 200 pounds and was muscular. Once Mike met Cast, his whole life changed and he became an exemplary student of the art and craft of boxing. If you are wondering if Mike Tyson loses weight, the answer will be yes. If you have the courage to fight Mike Tyson of your own weight class, please see every point of the rest of the compact content to see if you are willing to take the hardship and the pain. Even as a teenager without any formal training, Mike was already bench pressing over 200 pounds or over 90, which is impressive. Training schedule. Beginning 4 to 5 weeks before a fight, Mike Tyson would train 50 to 60 hours a week, working 6 days a week. Mike Tyson would spar 200 plus rounds within 4 to 5 weeks before fighting, means one day minimum 10 to 15 rounds of heavy sparring without headgear, because Cast believed that headgear would give the fighter a false sense of security. Mike Tyson would drop 15 to 20 pounds, about 7.5 kg to 10 kg within 4 to 5 weeks. Punching and heavy back work. Mike Tyson's mentor Cast used to claim that there's no such thing as a natural puncher. There's a natural aptitude for punching and that is different. Nobody is born the best. You have to practice and train to become the best. Kinesthetic routine. Core workout. 200 sit-ups, 50 dips, 50 push-ups, 50 shakes with weights. 10 times throughout a day, 6 days a week. Assuming one sit-up takes 1 second to do, or even lesser, means 200 sit-up alone takes 3 minutes plus, or maybe 3 minutes or less to do, or maybe 250 sit-up set, or 2000 to 2005 sit-ups taking half an hour to 1 hour. See the great emphasis on massive number of daily sit-ups.
There's no alarm clock, no wake-up call. After 8 years, it's Mike Tyson's body that signals the beginning of a new day.
No one wants to get up at 4 and run when it's pitched up.
Now, daily schedule at training camp 4 to 5 weeks before a fight. 4 a.m. get up and go for a 3 to 5 mile jog, which is 4.8 to 8 km. 6 a.m. come back home, shower and go to bed. 10 a.m. wake up and eat breakfast, oatmeal with fruits, orange juice and vitamins. Wash down with a protein shake.
Returning to bed after his morning run, the champ awakens once again to start the day's activity.
When a fight scenario takes place, we act as a family. Kevin, Mike and I, we live together, we go out together, we go to the gym together.
Monday through Saturday, Mike Tyson goes to work. During this period, he'll train an estimated 55 hours, spar 200 rounds, and shed approximately 15 pounds. A champion's life is very monotonous.
Around a month before the fight, the only thing I think about is just training, constantly training. I enjoy it, but it gets sometimes boring because it's just constantly repetitious.
12 p.m. at noon, 10 rounds or more of sparring and 3 sets of kinesthetic. 2 p.m. lunch, carbohydrates, protein, veggies and water. 3 p.m. another 4 to 6 rounds of sparring, back work, scrum rope, wheelie back, focus meet and speed back. Cast was never fond of the speed back and 60 minutes on the stationary bike. 3 more sets of kinesthetic. 5 p.m. 4 more sets of same kinesthetic routine and slow shadow boxing or focusing on one technique in order to master the mechanics. 7 p.m. another balanced meal, usually prepared by C-Flop.
On a good night, the group may rent a video. But on this night, they choose to screen and analyze the day's workout.
8 p.m. a light 30 minutes on the exercise bike for recovery purposes only, no resistance training. 9 p.m. watch TV or study fight films and then go to bed.
My favorite part about training is then when the training is over and then it's time to fight and I know I'm in supreme shape and there's no one's going to beat me. And then after the fight's over and I'm victorious, I say, wow, I'm going to do this next time.
More details in summary. Cumulative reps for the day: 2000 decline sit-ups, 500 bench dips, 500 push-ups, 500 shakes with 30 kg barbell, and 10 minutes of neck exercises in the ring. Cumulative reps from the start of training until the fight: up to 60,000 decline sit-ups, 15,000 bench dips, 15,000 push-ups, 15,000 shakes, and 5 hours of neck exercises. On top of stretching his neck in the ring every day, Mike would also stretch his upper and lower body. Cast wanted ballistic stretching, mainly performing plows, spread eagle, hurdler stretch, butterfly, as well as various stretches for the upper body. A day of rest. Mike took Sunday off. Cars believe in active rest and also lots of sleep. On his days off, Mike would do extra chores around the house, watch old fight films from Jim's Jacob's collection with cars, play with his pigeon, and sometimes sneak back to his old neighborhood in Brooklyn. Cars realized that due to Tyson's style, he needed to have incredibly strong punching power in both hands, so Cars put Mike on a 300-pound bag, very heavy for a 13-year-old, and told him to work on his right and left. By the age of 18, Mike was expertly using both hands to hammer bags that most other fighters walked away from, save Marciano. Cars know Marciano trained using this technique and was quick to get Mike on the same routine. Eventually, Cars had Mike move on to punching water bags. While Cars felt this change was important because it would protect Mike's hand, Mike preferred the water bags because it feels like hitting a real person. Back in the 80s, Mike explained that his punching power came nothing more than heavy back work. Noting how it works your strength through the hips, Cars also ordered Tyson to jog 3 miles with 50 pounds on his back because he didn't want Mike to grow any taller, literally trying to stunt his growth. Cars wanted his Sony listen. Cars has repeatedly told Mike that weightlifting slows you down and that he needs more speed because speed kills. Earlier in his career, Cars trained Joe Torres to throw a 5-punch combination in 2/5 of a second. There was only one man beside Cars able to time Joe's punches, and obviously proved to be true. Mike was just as fast for a heavyweight, throwing a 4-punch combo under a second. This was part of the peekaboo style. Speed. Later in Mike's life, he did more traditional weightlifting. Mike told in the Sky commentator about his workout regime when he visited England to watch a Frank Bruno fight in March 1987. Doug told Mike that Bruno trained like a bodybuilder. Mike's opinion on the matter was that floor exercises work and natural body weight exercises work better for the fighter. Remember, boxing is a contest of character and ingenuity. The boxer with more will, determination, desire, and intelligence is always the one who comes out the victor. It is not all about training. Cast.
Their training techniques. Yet Tyson's camp has developed a few tricks of its own.
Well, the purpose of the slip bag is to get the fighter moving his head, to get him in the habit of moving his head correctly. Not to try to be elusive. See, as long as the fighter's trying to be elusive, he's gonna be all right. That's what I emphasize. That's what we're trying. That's what we got over everybody else.
After 7 years of slipping and dodging this sand-filled pendulum, Mike Tyson has become one of the most evasive fighters in boxing today.
There you go, there you go. That's what I'm told. That's a combination you haven't seen. When I'm on the heavy bag with Michael, I'm working on his form. And I tell him, you're not moving enough, because you gotta move at least 3 times. Certain punches. You throw a straight punch, you move 3 times. You throw a hook, you move twice.
Most impressive is the power and quickness he's developed. This 4-punch combination seems basic. For a heavyweight, 4 punches in under a second is incredible. Watch closely.
There you go, there you go.
Besides videotaping the punches that are thrown, Mike is instructed what to throw. Each type of punch has been assigned a number.
The right hand, left hook, right hand. I give you 1-5-1. We use a number system where I call out the different numbers for the different punches. You know, 9, 10, 11. You know, body, head. When Kevin tells me the numbers of 4, 5, 6, I know exactly what they are. I don't even have to think. I want you to 5-1 now. 7 coming in. What's going to go 5-1 or 5-5-1?
Such a system provides a quick and private means of communication. And it's not just training. The press must also be attended to. To break up his formatted training schedule, Tyson often passes time by shopping. Still, this doesn't ease the worry of the constant anticipation of fight night.
80% of the training is all emotional. I try not to think about the fights, but usually I always think about the fight in my mind. While I'm in training, I would dream about the fight. And I always dreamed that I lose, and it was very scary. And I thought, oh my God, what am I going to do now? And it's funny, when you dream you lose, you wake up, and you wake up thinking that you lost. And it's scary.